It is 8:07 on the morning show. Kay Winkleman, good morning.
Good morning, Chris Berg. Happy Thursday, February 10th. That's crazy.
It is crazy. One day closer to the weekend. Studio full of the Charles City School teachers, faculty, and students.
Basically, that's
right.
That's what we got going on here.
So what is exactly going on?
And you're looking at me. Well, first of all, welcome to Ray Cole and Michelle Doman. I'll let you guys introduce yourselves and talk about what you're here for and a little bit about the NAMI conference coming up.
Yeah, I'm Ray Cole. I'm the middle school counselor.
All right, I'm Michelle Dolman. I'm the elementary counselor, and we are here to talk about an event we are hosting on March 1st at the NIAC Center. We're calling it right now Floyd County Mind Up. It's kind of an organizational meeting where we have invited anybody in the community who is with people, works with people, which is basically everybody, to attend and learn more.
We just want to kind of get the word out about mental health and what people need to know and what they need to do and the resources that are available for them, dealing with mental health.
Definitely.
And how do people get signed up to attend?
Right, we have shared some literature and stuff through emails, but people can also email any of the school counselors. We can share that information. We could share that information here if that's...
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely,
All right.
absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about why this is so important and how mental health has become a big issue in not only in our schools, but really in society as a whole.
Absolutely. So, being school counselors, it's every day. And yesterday, when the group of us met, we made a list of just the different reasons we feel so passionate about meeting with not only school personnel about this, but community personnel, because it takes a village to raise a child, and we cannot do it on our own, nor can a parent anymore. 2020 survey found that 41% of respondents reported that at least they were faced with one mental health condition, and that's according to the NAMI information that they shared with us as we were looking to set this up.
Okay.
And let's face it, like in a lot of, homes and stuff, there's a lot of, kids with mental health and even some adults. So to get all the information and be able to know what to do and who to contact is key to helping kind of get a control over some of this.
And I agree, it takes a village. I mean, it really does. We both have children, and I have a 12-year-old daughter, and I've said it time and again, it takes a village to help these kids through this new generation of growing up. It's tough as a kid out there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, March 1st at the NIAC Center. Do you have times?
We do. It is going to run from 9 to 11. NAMI will be on board or doing their part for about an hour or so. And then we're looking at maybe a half-hour work with just local people talking about where we would like to see this go in the next months, because we don't want it to be a one and done. We have a 5K planned in May that we're hoping to promote and get people signed up for. And each stop will contain some educational information about mental health, maybe a focus on suicide at some of the sites. So,
Okay. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate it. And very important conference on March 1st at the NIAC Center. For more information,
right, you can email me. My email is mdolma@charles-city.k12.ia.us, or the phone number at Lincoln Elementary is 641-257-6560.
okay, perfect.
So,
All right.
thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, we're going to be switching it up here a little bit. Going to be talking about speech, large group Allstate. We'll let them get situated here in just a few minutes. But we are talking with Charles City Community School District this morning. It is the school day here on KCHA. And go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Griffin Franksane.
And I'm Christian Howe.
Good morning, you two. So tell us all about it. Tell us about the large group speech.
So last Saturday we went down, or I guess I should say over to Decorah with I think about 5 other groups and went to compete with the Northeast Iowa group of schools for ratings and nominations for All-State.
And you guys performed, I think both of you were at Rotary on Monday.
Yeah.
You were there, Griffin. You were not, but we were allowed to see some terrific all speech stuff. So I know that we were waiting, or you were waiting for results at that time. So what happened with results?
Well, for all-state results, we had to wait until this past Monday
Yeah,
until
Monday
4
night.
o'clock.
Yeah.
That was a little bit of a nerve-wracking wait for us. We got straight ones from all our judges for improv, and we were just waiting and waiting and waiting, and then we got into a room in Mrs. Grob's room in the high school library, and we all waited around the website looking and waiting, and we were the only group that actually made it, unfortunately, because there were some really good performances other than us, but we were fortunate that we got a performing.
Awesome. That's so exciting. Group improv. It's one of the most amazing parts of the whole speech contest. Talk about how it all works. It's pretty crazy.
Right. So, Mrs. Grob, our speech coach, always said that she's always kind of weary with group improv because you never know what's going to happen. There's a lot of ambiguity in that. So basically, improv is pretty simple. You just create a storyline, really vague, in your planning session that you get granted, and then you get 5 minutes to execute and perform. And to kind of give the audience an entire plot in 5 minutes.
So basically, what happens if I'm remembering correctly, because my daughter was involved in all this stuff back in the day. When you go to speech contest for group improv, you're draw like basically out of a hat a topic, correct?
3.
3 topics.
And you get to pick one.
Okay, so then you've already developed, throughout your rehearsing, you've developed characters. And so you have to, in 5 minutes, create a short little act of whatever topic you've picked out of a hat, or however that works.
Right.
Is that basically how it works?
Yeah.
So it's pretty much improvisational right there. So you get to perform at All-State. That is so awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you're very right, Griffin. There were a lot of superb groups that went to Decorah for this. So good luck. And when is All-State?
That is next Saturday.
Yep. Saturday the 19th.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be waiting anxiously to hear how you do, and maybe you'll bring home the banner. That would be sweet.
We'd like to.
Yeah. All right.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, you two. Now we are being joined by Justin DeVore, Communications Director at Charles City Schools. Good morning, Justin.
Good morning. I actually got to go to Decorah. My son was very interested in actually watching these two perform, and so we got to sit and watch a couple of the Charles City performances, and because he was so interested. Now, he's a 7th grader. He was very interested in kind of seeing these two perform, and I said, okay, so take the fact that we're from Charles City out of this situation, that you know these guys. He goes, I said, what was the best performance that you saw? He goes, hands down these two.
Yeah.
And so very well rehearsed.
Your fist bumping up.
Yeah. So, from a 7th grader, you guys are, and here's the thing, and we've talked to our students about this as well. They know that they are role models for younger students. These two are exactly that. We also went to the musical theater. Now, did you get to hear that?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I could have made a fortune selling Kleenex
Yes.
outside of that performance venue.
It
So
was completely amazing.
it was.
Why one judge gave them a 2, I'll never understand.
Oh, we're writing an email. So, and here's
That'll change it.
it won't. But and it was. I mean,
so here's the thing. I mean, there was the group right before. You have to leave. The group that performs has to leave, and then they can come right back in. But they have to leave the room. They come back in. And the group right before, I was looking around because I've seen this performance before, and so I was looking around, and it's like, oh my gosh, this group of 5 girls from another school. We don't know what school, because one of the things that happens at districts and state is you don't know where they're from.
Which is fair.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like, oh, I'm from Charles City. I'm going to give the Charles City people all ones. And it's like, no, you don't know that, and they take these precautions. Well, anyway, this group of 6 girls, I looked at them and their jaws were open. I mean, during the performance, it was just like it's just like that like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh moment. So it was just really a neat thing. So
Yeah.
congratulations to everyone who was involved with that. So yeah, we've got what I want to talk about this morning is we have another Lunch and Learn coming up for our community and for our businesses, and for anyone who is interested in learning more about work experience, apprenticeships, and CAPS. And so we will have that Lunch and Learn coming up on February 24th. Lunch will be at 11:45 is when we'll serve lunch. Gives you 15 minutes to grab your lunch, and then we'll start talking at noon till 1. It's at the Zastro River Room at the Charles City Public Library. There's no cost, and we are actually having our Comet Cafe students come in and cater the meal. And so really kind of what it is, it's local businesses and nonprofits in the area can work with Charles City High School students and collaborate with them to provide students with unique opportunities through authentic projects. And so CAPS is very much a, hey, we've got these KCHA, we've got these 10 projects that we're aiming for this year, and we're going to get through 1 through 6, but 7, 8, 9, and 10 are still something that is on our board. Could we have a student tackle those? We've got work experience, for KCHA. It might be might be a student who comes in and says, I'm interested in going into broadcasting. Can I come and get some real work experience in the afternoons and in the evenings? And it's like, okay, here we go. And apprenticeships is kind of combining the classwork with what they want to do for the rest of their lives, and then they can actually graduate with an apprenticeship certificate. So more information about that for anyone who's interested, February 24th at the Zastro River Room. Really, and you've heard us talk about this. You've heard us talk about the successes that we've had with, a recent test scores increase with, 7.7% growth, outpacing the state average on English language arts. 93% of middle school math students grew in math in the last year. 90% of high school students grew in math in the last year. Now, Chris and Kay, this is really kind of that culmination where what we're saying is, now take what you have learned and actually apply it to real life. That's what we have all done. That's what we do. We do schooling, and we've learned about this. Now let's actually apply it in the real world and take what you've learned and put it to work.
Awesome. Well, very exciting stuff. Again, so that Lunch and Learn is?
That Lunch and Learn is February 24th. At 11:45 at the Zastro River Room. We will be pushing out information here. We're waiting on one change to our information just to get finalized, and then we will be pushing that information out. But and then you can actually, so NAMI talked this morning, and then this information all on our website, charlescityschools.org. They also talked about that 5K run. That information is also on our website at charlescityschools.org.
Very
All
good.
right, good deal.
Lots of cool stuff going on.
We're gonna have any more snow days?
I was watching my phone kind of say we're going to get a little snow in the next 24 hours, but I'm hearing there's the key word there, a little bit of snow, not a lot. What are you seeing?
I'm seeing about a half an inch, if that.
Not
enough to keep
We're
us
hardy. We're hardy. We're good.
Sorry, kids.
Yeah.
Maybe next winter. Good deal. Well, thank you very much, Justin, for joining us, and we'll talk to you here in a few weeks.
All right, thanks.
It is 8:21. We got your North Iowa weather coming up.
Mercy One New Hampton Family Medicine is proud to announce